for at least a week, right? I mean, there could be some delays and some school closings early next week.
So we'll see what transpires. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. We're back with the opening tip-off right after this here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. If you were injured in an accident, don't know where to turn, and want to know what your rights are, we'd be happy to meet with you. We're local and have helped hundreds of people here in Fayette County recover in accident cases. Most importantly, we pride ourselves on being able to locate coverage or find claims that other attorneys may have missed. Call us about your case at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
Hello.
Life is busy. Let facts take the wheel. Whether you're a caregiver looking for safe rides for a loved one or you need transportation yourself, Fact is here. Seniors ride free on our fixed route buses. People with disabilities save 85%, and Medicaid covers medical trips on our shared ride and paratransit services. Discover your options. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. Fact, driving independence in Fayette County.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatrics, cosmetics, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
Brian Morozak, Steve Subrick back here. Greater Latrobe High School just about set to go. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. The Mustangs decked out in the away blues with red numbers and white trim. Their bench off to our left. The Wildcats of Greater Latrobe in the home whites with black numbers and orange trim. Their bench off to our right. Officials here tonight, Joey Touchstone, Jake Ryan, and Ryan Mayer. Should be a fun one here tonight, Steve, at Greater Latrobe High School.
Yeah, it's almost a playoff-like atmosphere, isn't it? It's crowds into it. The pep band makes it pretty festive. Not too many open seats across the way. And we got some students under the bleachers to the left, which where the Mustangs will be shooting in the second half. So I'm sure they'll be trying to provide some fun distractions for the kids shooting free throws. So it should be a lot of fun.
On our Mausers Tires scoreboard, McKeesport up 18-14 over Albert Gallatin after one quarter of play. I thank our buddy Shea Fleener for checking in with that score for us tonight. We got one of two games on our platforms. You can also watch the Uniontown Penn Trafford game on the WMBS Facebook page. That game will be tipping in about 5 minutes as well here tonight. So again on the Laurel Highlands side, Luke Martin, Caden Smith, Jude Paccarone, Sevi Vecchiola, and Tyrone Burton, Alex Amon, Robert Young, Ian DeSerb, Sawyer Butina, and Andy Tash for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. Brian Morozak, Steve Super off to my right. Matt Sapienza behind the camera on our YouTube Live video feed. And Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis attorneys at law studios. Both Greater Latrobe and Laurel Highlands 3-6 in conference play, trying to stay alive for a playoff spot tonight. Tyrone Burton in the center circle for Laurel Highlands. He'll jump against Ian DeSerb for Greater Latrobe Wildcats, working right to left as we describe it here in the opening quarter. And Joey Touchstone about to step into the center circle, providing some last-minute instructions here, Steve.
An odd lineup for the Tap. Look at them all to the
Yes.
left on the defensive end.
Joey Touchstone making sure everybody's set to go. Ball in the air, and the opening tap goes to the Wildcats. One back there to Sawyer Butina, who shovels it off to Eamon, far side to DeSerb. Back to Butina, looking for a little alley-oop on the backside as DeSerb tried to lay it up, couldn't get the shot to drop. And Luke Martin with a rebound there for the Mustangs. Got a little showtime here early, Steve, on the Greater Latrobe side. There's a little no-look pass from Smith up to Vecchiola. Shot in the paint, no good. And Robert Young, a big rebound there for Latrobe. And a quick pace to start this game. Pacro knocks down a pass. It gets deflected back to DeSerb, who rattles home a three from the far wing. Wildcats catching a break there, Steve, off the deflection.
Yeah, this looks like Luke Martin tipped it, didn't he? And he just tipped it right to DeSerb.
Mustangs back on the other side, trying to send it off to Tyrone Burton. Good defense from Alex Amon, deflecting it out of play. Will stay with the Mustangs here in the Wildcat zone.
The initial surge here is pretty intense from both teams.
Yes. Hey, I know what's on the line, as we mentioned. Both coming in 2 games out of a playoff spot, and with 4 conference games left after tonight, really not much margin for error here the rest of the way. Caden Smith right of the lane, take a little fadeaway long, 2 off the mark. Rebound tipped around, it'll go out of bounds off of Robert Young. Will stay again with the Mustangs here in the Wildcat zone.
Well, I'm sorry, Brian, it's twice they drove it in the lane, and it's pulled up and threw a little 10, 12-foot awkward length jumper because of Young's presence, and there's a bad pass.
A little miscommunication there. Pacron has to retreat. Fronted there by Eamon. A lot of contact. No foul called. We play on. Pacron stays with it. Out to Vecchio. That's not his shot. He'll drive on the inside. Try to scoop it up. Got fouled. Shot attempt no good. But Vecchio will have 2 free throws upcoming. I was going to mention before, Steve, as you said, Laurel Highlands won the first meeting between these two teams. 60-54, went 19 of 23 from the free throw line. They'll try to have some similar success at the foul line here tonight. Foul got posted on Alex Amon, his first, team first, and Vecchiola misses on the first of 2 free throw attempts here for the Mustangs. Sebi came in 68% from the foul line, 13 of 19. Vecchiola for a second of 2. On the way, and this one's good for Sebi Vecchiola. First point of the night for Laurel Highlands. Latrobe scoring their opening 3 off a made 3 from Ian DeSerb. Eamon has it now up to Tash, near side Sawyer Bertina, fronted there by Pacron. Inside again to Tash, to Eamon in the corner. 3 ball no good that time. Vecchiola tracks down the rebound there for the Mustangs. A little backcourt pressure. Wildcats deflected out of play, but they're playing some pretty high energy here to Steve to start this game.
Well, they're full court man-to-man off the turnover, and now they back off a little bit. That looks like a 1-2-2-1 press. And they try to trap here when they come across the half court.
Caden Smith, a little ball fake, brings it across court near side. Packer trying to go between defenders, and a foul called here, likely going on
Young.
Young, yes, his first. The Mustangs get him in foul trouble tonight. That would certainly be big.
Yeah, Coach Wetzel didn't like that call. Young didn't do a lot. He just stuck his hand down there, and actually the ball kind of ran into it, and they called the foul.
There's Caden Smith out to Vecchiola here on the near wing. Little pivot to Luke Martin, fronted there by Tash. Comes baseline near side, little fadeaway on that baseline. Came up short, and Tash pulls down the rebound there for Greater Latrobe.
Another pull-up jumper because Young down there around the basket. They don't want to challenge the big guy in there around the hoop.
They fired a pass down there to Young, and he got fouled going up. Might go on Vecchiola.
Yeah, Vecchiola or Burton. Let's see who they call it on.
Now Burton.
Yeah.
His first, team first. And he'll send Robert Young to the free throw line. Young came in averaging 12 points and 10 rebounds a game. Mentioned he scored 16 against the Mustangs back in December, 25 in his last outing Tuesday against Uniontown. First of 2 free throws here for Young, no good. Young transferred in, Steve, in the offseason. And certainly has been a nice addition for Brad Wetzel's program. At 6'7", down on the block. Second of 2 free throws, good for Young. It's a 4-1 lead for Latrobe over Laurel Highlands.
Heavy pressure.
Double team there on Pacron, forces the turnover.
Yeah, that was Eamon and DeSerb just kind of bottled him up there and trapped him, and he just stumbled down and fell out of bounds.
Looks like it's camo night tonight for the Latrobe student sections.
Yeah.
They're loud and vocal as the Wildcats send it in the corner. Tash for three. It's an air ball on the near side. Vecchiola collision there with Young. They'll roll it out of bounds off of Robert Young going out, and Vecchiola took a shot.
Yeah, Young's a big kid. He's a man playing with boys down here.
Yes.
He looks out of place, really. He looks too big for this game.
There's Packron on the near side, back over to Smith and across for the Mustangs. Try to shovel it over to Vecchiola, a little tip, try to keep it alive. And again, that high energy game from Greater Latrobe. Eamon going for the steal, deflects it out of play.
Well, they definitely got the high energy home crowd. Everybody's loud, and it's almost a playoff type atmosphere, isn't it? It's just really
actually a lot more energy on the court from this Latrobe side than we saw here against Uniontown on Tuesdays. They get Tash for a little bump there on Luke Martin. 13 foul already on the Wildcats. First personal on Andy Tash.
Yeah, they're all spread out though. Just one foul on 3 different players.
Caden Smith switches back with Luke Martin up top again to Packron. Eamon in his face. Great defender. Over to Caden Smith. Little ball fake. Hop step looking for a handoff there to Vecchiola. Went through his hands. Bettina going on the other side. Forward to Eamon on the drive. Shot attempt came up short. Crashing in for the rebound. There was Ian to serve, and they call it jump ball underneath. And the Mustangs will get it off the possession arrow. Laurel Highlands certainly fortunate.
Fortunate there. Could have been a foul on Packron there as he got stuck his hand in there, but he got the held ball call, so the Mustangs catch a break.
Caden Smith back to Packron in a cross, firing it down to Vecchiola. Took a bump out to Martin. Open look for three with the splash. Luke Martin. Boy, Laurel Highlands needed that here early on. First field goal of the game for the Mustangs. The net got held up there, and the game now tied at 4 here at the 4:40 mark of the opening quarter.
That's the first time they got a good look from a 3. A lot of these shots they've been taking are like little 8 to 12 footers because they're trying to drive in and then they're stopping because of Young. And that's an awkward distance. They don't practice those shots a lot anymore.
No. Michael Manios checking in there for Eamon on the Greater Latrobe side. They'll go down baseline to Young. Back up top to Tash. Tash spinning his way on the inside. Resetting near side Butina. Butina bounce pass back to Tash. And a foul called here underneath.
It's going to be on Tash, I believe. That's his second now.
Number 15, Andy Tash.
Mustangs will take that. Tash headed to Lehigh, Steve, to play football next year.
Nice. Bethlehem.
Yes. Up in your neck of the woods, at least for your better half side of the family.
That's correct.
Packron, near side, Martin, 3 blocked by Young, deflected right over to Burton, trying to keep it alive. Tyrone on the inside, Young another block. Tyrone trying to get it back and finally stripped away underneath there by Owen Teslovich, who just checked into the game. Tamanios, baseline to serve in the Mustang zone. An old touch foul called here on Luke Martin.
Yeah, I thought he might have dribbled out of bounds, but they're going to call a foul on Martin. Tash will be an engineer. Lehigh's got a pretty good program for football.
His first team second off the inbounds pass. Bettina for 3 rattles out. Robert Young offensive rebound. Resets again to Bettina here between the circles. Near wing to DeSerb. DeSerb goes cross court far side Manios. Back to DeSerb. Near wing for 3. Trying to bank it home. Didn't go. Bettina though the offensive rebound. Back out to Manios. Manios pulls it back up top. Touch from Teslovich. Cross court near side again to Bettina. Down to Teslovich. Out to Manios. Watch there by Caden Smith.
Zone defense by the Mustangs.
Manios long 2. It's an air ball and another offensive rebound. Kept alive again by Teslovich. Down again to Young. Pressured by Burton. Deflected over to Bettina, who drew the foul underneath. So a lot going on right there, Steve.
Yeah, it's going to be on Martin. That should be his second. Oh, no, that's Packron. I'm sorry, that's his first.
Our Highlands will take that. They call that in the act, though. So Sawyer Bettina went to the free throw line. Bettina averages 7.5 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals per game. Had only 3, though, against the Mustangs back in December. Pretty good point guard for Brad Wetzel's squad. First, the 2 free throws here for Bettina, no good. And Coach Wetzel, Steve, now in his 24th year at the helm here at Greater Latrobe.
Yeah, he's been around. He's been here for a while.
Actually started the same year that Rob Kesmarski started at Uniontown. Patina, second of 2 free throws, good. And the Wildcats go on top of the Mustangs at 5-4 here at the 3:12 mark of the opening quarter. Penn Trafford off to an early 5-2 lead over Uniontown on our Mausers Tire scoreboard.
This is more of a full zone press, but they're pushing up pretty far up the court.
Get it across to Burton. Touch there from Packrone to Nairn and back to Burton. A hop step in the finish for Tyrone Burton as the Mustangs have the lead now at 6-5 with 2:52 left here in the opening quarter. The Serb try to shovel it back. No one home. Out of bounds off of Latrobe and back over to Laurel Highlands.
Here comes Scarton in the game. Now, I was watching him in warm-ups. He wasn't moving around a lot, but he sure was shooting from way outside.
Yeah, Scarton got injured about a week and a half ago, and the Wildcats played Albert Gallatin, missed the last 2 games, including Tuesday's loss against Uniontown. Normal starter for the Wildcats. That ball deflected out of play off of Greater Latrobe going out.
Coach Smith yelling. Burton was coming around a screen, and you could see his jersey being almost pulled off of him, and a clear holding call and no call.
Martin in here to Packrone, watched by Amon, who's back in there on the Wildcats side. Packrone now to Caden Smith, high on the left. Matios guarding him.
With Young out of the game, you wonder if they'll try to if they drive in and maybe get a basket around the hoop.
Well, Jackson Nairn pulled it back. No one was home. Burton trying to keep it alive, but it's Teslovich going the other way, and Owen Teslovich drives and lays it up and in for his first 2 off the Greater Latrobe bench. Wildcats back in the lead at 7-6. We expected this one to have a lot of swings tonight, Steve.
Yeah, it's going to be like this all night, back and forth. Just keep grinding away.
Caden Smith up top, watched there by Teslovich. On the near wing again to Luke Martin. He's double teamed. High feed to Caden Smith. He'll launch the 3. Too strong, long rebound. DeSer picks it up. 2-on-2 coming back. DeSer pulls up here left of the lane. Little shovel there to Amon. Up top, 3 ball on the way. And off the bench, Steve, that's Dom Scarton.
That's where
draining it in.
That's where he was shooting. He was actually shooting from a couple feet outside of that. So obviously he's comfortable in that 30-foot range.
10-6 lead for the Wildcats. Floater from Caden Smith, no good. Burton throwing it off of Amon on the save. We'll stay with the Mustangs here in the Wildcat zone.
Heads up play by Burton. It's going out of bounds, nowhere to go with it. He just threw it off the Latrobe player.
I think Scarton makes a huge difference for this Greater Latrobe team, especially with his range. Remember, he had 25 the first time they played Uniontown back in December. Now the Mustangs an open look for 3. It's Packrone off the mark. Burton going for the offensive rebound, keeps it alive, fights back inside, floats it up, shot won't drop. Luke Martin keeps it alive, and the Mustangs will get a 3rd crack at it here on this possession.
Well, Packrone had a look there, he didn't take it.
Now Smith will hold up top, tells Matios to bring it. Resets here high on the left. We're down to 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Smith trying to spin in here on Matios. Passes it off to Vecchiola, and they're going to call a foul here on Matios. And the Greater Latrobe bench is livid.
Wildcat foul, number 34, Mikey Munoz.
Coach Wetzel not happy with that. Smith was going up, looked like he was going to shoot, but he's going to get to shoot because of the bonus, because of the number of fouls, but he ended up passing the ball over to the right. I don't think he thought he was going to get the call there. Coach Wetzel is letting the official know his displeasure with that call.
Caden Smith, first of 2, looking for his first point of the night with the Mustangs down 4, 10-6. 40 seconds left here in the opening quarter, and Caden makes the first of 2 free throws. Caden had just 7 against Greater Latrobe earlier on this season. He's an 81% free throw shooter, 62 of 77 entering this game. Caden now for a second of 2 with the Mustangs down 3, up on the way and good for Caden Smith. Now Laurel Highlands back to within 2 at 10-8. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Robert Young with a power slam with a right hand. You can't leave him uncontested, Steve, down on the blocks.
Nope.
He'll do just that. 12-8 Latrobe. Vecchiola handing off. Packrone driving and getting bumped. Now will that go on Young?
It might. No. 30.
I'll go on Scarton. Just his first.
Well, they're spreading those fouls
Yes, they
around,
are.
aren't they? The only guy with 2 is Tash. And they took him out of the game.
Background struggled as of late from the free throw line and misses on the first of 2 here. He's just 55% now from the foul line, 21 of 38. Mustangs still down 4-12-8. Second of 2 free throws from Packrone on the way and no good. And another push called off the rebound. It's going to be on Vecchiola.
Yeah, Vecchiola actually had the rebound, and he just bodied up on the Wildcat defender and got, if they didn't call the foul, he would have had a layup because everybody was going the other way.
Penn Trafford's up 12-4 on Uniontown early on our Mauser's Tire scoreboard. Scarton a little juggle, regain touch from DeServe, got it over to Bettina, who turned it over. Mustangs going the other way. Caden Smith here on the near wing. Pulls it back out with 8 seconds left in the quarter. Fronted by Bettina, a little crossover to his left. Fakes the shot from the foul line, hands off to a cutting Vecchiola. Gets the 2 to go before time expires here in the opening quarter. And Laurel Highlands pulls back to within 2 of Greater Latrobe at 12-10 after 1. We're back with the second quarter and 60 here on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Happy New Year from Derby's Riverside Ford. New year, new deals, and new vehicles. Just announced, new 2025 Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport come with $1,000 Ford bonus cash plus 2.9% Ford credit financing.
And the best-selling truck on the planet, the new 2025 Ford F-150 4x4 comes with $2,250 Ford bonus cash plus 2.9% financing. It may be cold outside, but the deals are hot. Are you thinking about a new 2025 Ford Maverick all-wheel drive pickup? Just announced $1,000 Ford factory incentive on all Mavericks. We have the inventory and we've got the best deals.
Stop in and see Joey, Sammy, Jimmy, or Ashley at Derby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin. Ford credit financing required. Offer ends January 31st, 2026. Derby's Riverside Ford, your presidential award and one Ford elite dealer.
Tight game so far. The Greater Latrobe Wildcats 12-10 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. We Latrobe basketball to start the second quarter. Wildcats working right to left as we describe it. Bettina and Tash play catch. Remember, Tash out there with 2 personals. Over to Ian DeSer, back in the corner. Bettina for 3, drains it. Sawyer Bettina's first field goal. It's a 3 from the far side. He has 4, and Latrobe increases their lead back to 5 over the Mustangs at 15-10. Caden Smith now trying to answer back. Missed there on a 3-ball. Bettina with a rebound. Latrobe trying to get things going here in the third quarter, but Bettina turns it over, and coming back, it'll be the basket and 1. Count the 2 for Caden Smith, and Robert Youngstee will pick up his second personal foul.
I think it's no foul, just goaltending.
Oh, goaltending, I got you.
Ball went in anyway, so I was probably a good no call there. He came in, he got all ball. Did get him with the body a little bit, but I think the official just blew it because he batted it after the ball was over the hoop and off the backboard.
Young on the other side, up top to Tash. Mustangs will still take the 2. It pulls them back to within 3. Wildcats go cross court near side of DeSer. Pivots inside of Bettina in traffic. Bounce pass down low. No one home. Back over to Laurel Highlands. Just a little miscommunication there, Steve.
I thought it was going to be a little backdoor cut, and Young did not cut toward the basket. And I don't know if it would have done him much good, because if he would have caught that ball, he would have been underneath the basket and behind the hoop, and it wouldn't have had much of an angle.
Caden Smith out of his own zone goes cross court near side of Nick Crouch in the game off the Mustang bench. In the corner, Luke Martin wide open. Missed on the 3-ball off the back iron. And Bettina, who's a little guy, Steve, getting a lot of rebounds for Latrobe tonight.
Well, Martin's got to take that shot. That's a good shot. He just couldn't connect, but that's a shot if you're Coach Smith that you're looking for.
Here's Bettina, edge of the zone. A little juggle regain over to Alex Amon. Watched there by Nick Crouch. Amon off to his right again into serve. Latrobe the basketball in a 15-12 lead over Laurel Highlands. Baseline Young feeds to a cutting. Ian DeSer missed there with a left hand. And the ball go out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs going out. We'll stay with Latrobe here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
Boy, DeSer had an easy layup there. Just missed it. I think he was expecting some contact that never came.
Latrobe goes into the backcourt. Again here to Sawyer Butina. Near side, Ian DeSerb back to Butina again between the circles. Butina coming baseline far side. Pulls it back to DeSerb, who spins off of Martin. Bounced up top to Amon. Swung far side again to Butina, who got stripped going up. They roll it off of Laurel Highlands going out. Will stay with Greater Latrobe again in the Mustang zone. Crowd staying festive tonight. Yeah. Wildcats the basketball and a 3-point lead.
That's an offensive foul on Young. Watch, I think they're going to call him. He just barreled into Burton.
That will be his second. No doubt about that one.
Yeah, he just ran over Burton. He was trying to get position for the inbounds play around the hoop. And Reback trying to check in, the younger Reback, and he doesn't get to the scorer's table in time.
Martin across, jumper, foul line, no good. Burton offensive rebound, trying to go between defenders, lays it up and in. Tyrone Burton, his second field goal of the game. He has 4 Mustangs back to within 1, 15-14. 5:50 left before halftime. And still Young out there with 2 personals.
Staying in a 2-3 zone, kind of a matchup zone.
Amon down to Young, again got 2 deep, resets to Tash, to his right to serve. 3 on the way, miss wide left. Ball goes out of play off of Latrobe going out. Last touch by Amon. Mustangs will get it back down a point. That will be Damon Reback checking in here for Sevi Vecchiola.
Yeah, just getting a little breather for Vecchiola.
He's given the Mustangs, though, good minutes off the bench all season.
Yeah.
Monio's back in on the Greater Latrobe side as well as Caden Smith brings it across. Caden scooping it up. Shot won't drop. Tash the rebound there for the Wildcats. And that ball off of Tash going out. It'll be Laurel Highlands basketball.
Yeah, good pressure by Reback and Smith after the missed shot by Smith, and they get the turnover.
Luke Martin up top. Watch there by Manios. Martin to his right. Good battle there. Latrobe's had good defense all night. Crouch trying to set the screen. Now he'll get it back again up top. Manios picks him up. Over to Martin. Looks to cut on the inside. Martin got knocked down. No foul called. And the Wildcats with a rebound.
He's probably fortunate they didn't call an offensive charge on him.
A little push off there, yeah.
He put his shoulder in. And it's probably a no call. Well, it was a no call. But
back in the game for the Cats, number 12, Sawyer Butina.
Mustang fans were looking for a whistle, but it would have been if they did get a whistle, it probably would have been a charge.
Sevi Vecchiola checking back in on the Laurel Highlands side. He's going to come in here for Luke Martin. Penn Trafford now up 18-12 over Uniontown on our Mauser's Tires scoreboard. Latrobe will send in the backcourt here to Manios. With 4:53 left before halftime, Wildcats the basketball in a 15-14 lead over Laurel Highlands. Teslovich down to Butina. Bounce pass to DeSerb. Repositions underneath and gets the 2 to go. 5 for DeSerb. Latrobe back up 3 over Laurel Highlands. At 17-14, 4:42 left here in the second quarter. And the Mustangs will trigger it back in here with Revac. We'll have a Latrobe timeout before that. 4:42 left before halftime. Wildcats lead it by 3. We're back at 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., it's a new year and a great time to save at Autoland on a new Hyundai.
All with the quality that lets Hyundai offer America's best warranty. Hyundai owner assurance with 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper protection, and unlimited roadside assistance. We still have a great selection of new vehicles at pre-tariff prices and 0% financing. Or how about leasing a 26 Elantra SE for $199 per month, or a 26 Kona SE crossover for $219 per month? Just see us for details.
Conveniently located in downtown Uniontown and family-owned for over 60 years, Autoland Hyundai has been voted best in Fayette import dealership and one of the best new car dealerships. Another reason is dealing with friendly hometown salespeople, and the third reason is Autoland's award-winning service department, who will continue to take care of you and your Hyundai after the sale.
You can also visit us at AutolandHyundai.com. And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
So we come back, quick foul call there on Owen Teslovich of Greater Latrobe.
That was a fortunate call there for the Mustangs because Crouch was catching the ball on the sideline in front of the Latrobe bench, and he had nowhere to go with it, but he got bumped by Teslovich. So they get the foul call.
There's Tyrone Burton off the inbounds pass on the inside. Can get the 2 to go. Vecchiola had the offensive rebound. Then it was tipped away by Teslovich. Hard luck shot, though, from Burton. That one was halfway down, Steve.
Yeah, it was a good shot from Burton. It just wouldn't fall. Rattled in and out.
Manios back to Teslovich. Long 2 near side, and air ball goes right to the Mustangs. Luke Martin. Martin out of his own zone. Got bumped there by DeSerb.
The Wildcats are they're throwing some odd fouls, Brian. They're not afraid to get in there and play defense, but the fouls are racking up.
First on DeSerb, 13th foul of the second quarter on Greater Latrobe. As Caden Smith brings it back across, Vecchiola setting the screen. Caden has a seam here, will drive and score. So Caden Smith now with 6. Mustangs back to within 1 at 17-16 as we go under 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Bettina over to Manios. Looking back for Teslovich. Luke Martin pressuring him. Teslovich trying to keep it alive. Able to shovel it there to serve. Teslovich gets it back. A lot of contact.
Charge. He called a charge.
No, they call the blocking foul there, Steve, on Vecchiola.
Wow, it looked like he gave the charge signal, didn't it?
That's what I thought, but he signaled 22 coming to the bench.
Basket is good. Laurel Highlands foul, number 22, Sebi Vecchiola.
And Sebi pleading his case. Said, hey, what else do I have to do?
He put his hand behind his head like he was going to call a charge, and I think he changed his mind. And I'm not saying he was incorrect about that, but he certainly looked like he gave the
That's what he said. He said he was putting it down as a point for the foul. That's what he's explaining to Vecchiola, but you saw the same thing Sebi saw.
Yeah, he put his hand behind his head like a charge call, and that's,
I guess everybody makes mistakes, right? Teslovich's free throw is good, so he converts to three-point play. That was a big swing. Could have been the Mustangs basketball going the other way, but now 3 points on the scoreboard there for Greater Latrobe, and they lead by 4, 20-16.
I'm not saying it wasn't a charge, but it was close. But it just looked like he called it one way and then he
it wasn't a very clear call. I agree with exactly what you're saying. Now Caden Smith to bring it across there for the Mustangs. Going to the corner to Martin, bounce pass underneath, will turn and shoot from Revac. He can't get it to drop. That one's set on the front of the rim. Damon, though, battling, trying to keep it alive. Let's Ian DeSerb finding it there for the Wildcats. Shovels it forward to Butina, back to DeSerb, in the corner to Manios, fakes on the 3, now pulls left of the lane, floater no good. Young keeps it alive and puts it back up. Another one rattling out, and off the second miss, a foul called here on Laurel Highlands off the rebound, and Latrobe getting plenty of second chance looks.
It's going to be a second foul on Luke Martin. Martin was battling down there for the rebound with DeSerb.
Second team foul on Laurel Highlands here in the quarters. Bettina goes into Manios. Those 9 shooting, so Latrobe retains possession. Up 4, and again, watch out, Dom Scarton back in the game again for the Wildcats. He's positioned in the far corner. Manios has it right now. Goes down to Young, up top to DeSerb, swung to Bettina near side, back baseline to Young.
The whole offense for Latrobe, they're all hanging around outside the three-point arc.
Manios for 3, in and out. DeSerb, another offensive rebound, a lot of contact down low, nothing called. They rule that one off of Laurel Highlands going out.
Another time where it looked like a Mustang was trying to take a charge.
They've had a lot of those bang-bang plays tonight.
Yeah, no call, just they call it out of bounds off the Mustangs.
Sawyer Butina to trigger it in, left of the basket in the Laurel Highlands zone, up top to Robert Young, to his left to Manios, little ball fake. Bounces there to Scarton, trying to go back to Manios, pressured by Pacarone. Latrobe able to keep it alive again. Latrobe getting the best of these 50-50 balls tonight as Manios misses there on a 3. They get another offensive rebound as Manios got it back off the Young deflection. Manios will fade away right of the lane, good. How many second chance opportunities was that, Steve, on that possession for Greater Latrobe?
At least 5.
Wildcats lead it now by 6. At 22-16. Martin up top. DeSerb in his face over to Damon Revac in the corner again to Pacarone. Revac again high on the left. Caden Smith up top, approaching the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. Wildcats lead it by 6. Smith backing off here of Manios, looking for operating room. Burton setting the screen, he'll get it back on the cut. Comes inside, shot might have been altered, gets it back again. Kicks out Martin for 3, and he nails it. Boy, Laurel Highlands needed that. Second made three tonight for Luke Martin, his 21st made three of the season, as the Mustangs back to within three at 22-19.
Just hanging around, hanging around.
Scarton trying to answer back, and he does just that. Scarton, another big three up top for Greater Latrobe, and their lead back up to 6. Caden Smith driving back on Young. Scoop shot, no good, long rebound. Controlled by Martin, looking for another three. In and out, another rebound, deflects this time to the serve.
Yeah, wide open shot. Martin had to take that one.
Latrobe the basketball in a 6-point lead, 1:08 left before halftime. They go on the inside there to Butina, back out to Scarton, another deep three. Revac pulls down that rebound off the miss, and that was close to going in again.
Caden Smith walking the ball across half court. He looks like he's exhausted. It's just been a very, very high intense defense against the Mustangs. And you got to watch for them wearing down in the second half.
Now got to have it game for both teams coming in, trying to keep playoff hopes alive. Near elbow, Burton.
Nice.
Draining that jumper. 6 for Tyrone. Mustangs back to within 4, 25-21. 32 seconds left here in the second quarter. Young open underneath, and Burton's going to be called for the foul. Young had one slam earlier. The Mustangs weren't going to let him throw that one down uncontested.
Second on Burton.
35, Tyrone Burton.
He had to come over though and defend, Steve.
Yeah.
Make Young earn it here at the free throw line. So far tonight, Young 1 of 2 from the foul line, make it 2 of 3. Drains the first of 2 here, and in the points department, he's been rather quiet. Just 4 so far in this game. Just 1 made field goal, the dunk, and the 2 made free throws.
Yeah, he's been hanging on the low block, and it's like getting a bad angle, and the zone defense or someone right in front of him, between him and the basket. Even though he's so big, he hasn't been able to get to the hoop other than that one slam.
And he's had some monster games as of late. Makes both free throws here. Coming off that 25-point game against Uniontown on Tuesday. Lead, though, back up to 6 for Latrobe.
Watch the pressure here. They're putting the full court man-to-man pressure on.
28 seconds left before halftime. Martin to trigger it in into Caden Smith. A little juggle goes out of play, and the officials rule Greater Latrobe basketball for Caden Smith going out.
Just too much pressure, and he just lost the ball, and he kind of tried to tip it back up. It went over his head behind him, and nobody from Latrobe touched it. So just that's a costly turnover there.
Butina to trigger it in. Trying to go off there to Scarton, and Caden Smith a great steal. They're going to call him out of bounds on the far boundary. They are.
Wow.
We didn't have obviously a great look at that, Steve, from our vantage point.
Obviously, Caden didn't argue, so you got to figure he was probably out of bounds. But he stole the ball back after the turnover and then just dribbled it out of bounds.
It was pretty clean. Scarton here off the inbounds pass, initially contested by Smith. He reloads and gets a bounce off the front of the rim and in. When it's your night, Steve, you get breaks like that. 3 made threes for Scarton, and the lead up to 9 at 30-21. Down to 8 seconds left in the quarter. Mustangs really need an answer on this possession. Caden Smith will turn and shoot long. 2 good and 1. Caden Smith. Huge possession for the Mustangs to answer back. Caden now has 8. And Laurel Highlands back to within 7 at 30-23. Laurel Highlands again showing a lot of battle tonight.
That was one of those shots where you're thinking, oh no, don't take that shot. And it was a really difficult shot. The clock was running down. He drove in and did a little fadeaway back, got bumped, and made the shot. So that was a huge play for the Mustangs.
Got the second person on Ian to serve in the process. And now Smith, who's 2 for 2 from the free throw line so far in this game. Free throw here on the way, but no good off the front of the rim. Reback had the rebound, couldn't hang on, and time will expire here in the second quarter. We'll go to halftime with Greater Latrobe leading Laurel Highlands 30-23. Stay tuned for a halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
Hello, this is Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We've been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm today for your free consultation. Remember, the insurance companies are not on your side. We will personally come out and meet with you. Call us at 724-437-2799. We have helped people like you recover millions of dollars. You will not pay anything until we win your case. We will fight for you.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 63 years and providing quality, reliable service, Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
Okay, my New Year's resolution was to listen to my body, and my body says it's tired, coughing, and hates January. Sounds like your body wants MoniMed same-day care. I tried ignoring it. That was resolution number 2. Let me guess. You Googled it? Yeah. Now I'm scared. Let's not do that. I'm Kendall Soliero, a provider at Montgomery Medical. Walk in, get real answers, and start feeling better. No appointment needed. Wow, a resolution I can actually keep.
New year, same germs. Walk into Montgomery Medical today.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick-up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Brian Rozak and Steve Suberg back here at Greater Latrobe High School in our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. It's the Greater Latrobe Wildcats 30, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 23. And Steve, that's the exact same score at halftime on our Mauser's Tire scoreboard of the Penn Trafford Uniontown game. Penn Trafford up 30-23 over Uniontown at halftime. McKeesport a 36-25 halftime lead over Albert Gallatin. And you have our halftime stats that are brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
Okay, thanks, Brian. For the Mustangs, Martin finishes with 6 points. He hit 2 3-pointers. Caden Smith with 6 points in the second quarter, finishes with 8 at the half. Vecchiola with 3 points, all in the first quarter. And Burton had 2 in the first, 4 in the second, 6 for the half. The Mustangs scored 10 in the first, 13 in the second, 23 at the half. For the Wildcats from Latrobe, Young finishes with 5 points, all from the free throw line except for that one dunk. So he's got 5. Teslavich with 5. DeSerb with 5. Bettina with 4. Miovi with 2, and Scarton off the bench with 3 3-pointers has 9 points. They had 12 in the first, 18 in the second for a 30-23 halftime lead. And Brian, this Mustangs, they feel like they're just fighting and scratching and clawing just to stay within striking distance, and you just got to see what Coach Smith comes up with at halftime to maybe get them over the hump. But this is a tall task. The Wildcats are playing some pretty fierce defense, and the Mustangs are hanging in there, but it's going to be tough.
Weather permitting, Tuesday will be another CR Parada Group High School sports night. We'll have McKeesport taking on Uniontown. Laurel Highlands taking on Franklin Regional. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show will start at 6:15. Again, halftime 30-23. Greater Latrobe leads Laurel Highlands. Second half comes your way next in 4 minutes here on WMBS, Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
I just got word.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Ready to start the third quarter here at Greater Latrobe High School. The Wildcats a 30-23 halftime lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak along with Steve Subrick. Matt Sapienza behind the camera on our YouTube Live video feed. Nice to have you along with us for a Friday night of high school basketball here on WMBS as Caden Smith will bring it across to start this third quarter for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Mustangs working right to left as we describe it. Here's Caden with the seam coming inside, kicking in the corner to Luke Martin. Martin jumper right of the lane. Good for Luke Martin. Good start for the Mustangs, Steve, here in the third quarter.
Yeah, good start there. Smith got underneath the hoop and got stuck. But he was able to get it out to Martin on the wing.
Robert Young back on the other side over to Eamon right of the lane. Goes cross court far side. Bettina, a little hop step handoff. Tash long two, no good. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Martin finds it there for the Mustangs.
Good job by Martin to block out there, get the rebound.
Caden Smith to bring it across here on the near side, fronted by Bettina, trying to spin off of him. Burton setting the screen. Caden stays with it. A little ball fake. Kick out near side. Martin, three on the way. Good. Yeah. Luke Martin, five unanswered. Out of the gates, not only for the Mustangs, but for Luke Martin. And just like that, one possession game. Mustangs down two at 30-28. Here's Ian DeSerb. Over to Andy Tash. Bounce pass to Young. Foul line there from Eamon. Low to DeSerb. Back out to Bettina. Long two up top. Good Sawyer Bettina. Bettina with 6. Wildcats go back up 4, and they'll take a timeout. 6:34 left here in the third. 32-28 Greater Latrobe. We're back at 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Sova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
Laurel Highlands with the basketball as we come back. Tyrone Burton over to Jude Pack. Run out to Luke Martin again. He's been hot here in the second half, but misses on that three and off the deflection. Ian DeSer picks up the rebound there for Greater Latrobe. They'll go quickly down to Bettina, who leans and misses. Ball still loose. Robert Young finds and missed on the first putback opportunity. Got a second chance and draws the foul.
I'm surprised they called it. That's his third on Martin.
Shooting two.
Yeah, tough foul there for Martin.
I thought they were going to call that on Burton, which would have been his third either, but...
Yeah, both guys are playing well. Young first of 2 free throws here for Greater Latrobe. Good. Young now 4 of 5 from the free throw line. He has 6 points. Surprising.
Coach Wetzel called his second time out there early in the third. Just obviously saw something he didn't care for.
Young makes both free throws. The Mustangs had a little momentum off those couple of makes there from Luke Martin, but now the Wildcats kind of settled this game back down. They lead by 6. They force a turnover. Tash the poke away on Burton over to DeSerb. Spins forward, swung to Eamon, down low to a cutting Young. Missed on the drive, and Burton the rebound for Laurel Highlands. Off to Martin and across. Here's Luke Martin driving back on DeSerb. Contested floater, no good. Rebound tipped around. Burton comes back inside, puts it back up and in. Tyrone Burton, he has 8. Mustangs back to within 4, 34-30.
Just good hustle by the Mustangs, just fighting and scratching those garbage points around the basket.
And both of these teams playing hard tonight. A lot of energy from both the Wildcats and the Mustangs. A little poke there right over to Young, try to reset to Tash. A little collision, and now Tash coming inside, draws a foul. That might be the third on Burton.
It will be. Yep.
Second team foul of the quarter on Laurel Highlands. But in the act, we'll send Eddie Tash to the free throw line. And Tash, Steve Buchanan, averaging 12 points and 7 rebounds a game, has yet to score so far in this contest. Get an opportunity here with 2 free throw attempts. First of 2, no good. Break there for the Mustangs.
Wildcat substitutions.
Now you have Scarton and Monios back in. Remember, Scarton drained 3 threes back in the first half. Normal starter off the Wildcats bench here tonight, coming off of that ankle injury. They have kind of limited his minutes as well. More to spot duty.
And he's got his right foot and ankle taped up pretty severely.
Second of 2 free throws, again no good from Tash, but DeSerb rips down the offensive rebound, comes back inside and draws another foul. Might get Reback there. They do. Damon Revac, the freshman, just his first, team third, but also in the act. So DeSerb will head back to the free throw line. This will be his first 2 free throw attempts so far of the game.
The official talking to Vecchiola and DeSerb, trying to calm things down a little bit. It's getting a little chippy in there.
Penn Trafford off to a hot start in the third quarter, leads Uniontown 35-23 on our Mausers Tire scoreboard. So the Red Raiders also struggling tonight on the road. DeSerb, first of 2 free throws here, good. 6 for Ian DeSerb, and Latrobe's really spread around the scoring tonight. 6 players in the scoring column, and Tash is yet to score. Second of 2 free throws from DeSerb, good. So Ian DeSerb with 7. Wildcats go back up 6 at 36-30. Little double team here on Smith in the backcourt. Gets it to Revac and across here to Luke Martin. Back to Caden here, edge of the zone, fronted by Butina. Caden working off to his right, nothing there, pulls back on the wing. With now Dom Scarton in his face. Coming baseline is Smith. Double team comes over, and Caden Smith will get fouled.
Wow, fortunate there for the Mustangs. That's on Butina. His first.
Steve, also have to send best wishes out to Lafayette Callaway, who got injured in the junior varsity game tonight. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, I missed that. I was in there and I was heard the trainers and the coach Smith was really concerned where they were going to take him. They took him probably to a hospital. And he was hurt his wrist, it looked like.
There's Caden Smith up top. Over to Pacron. Watched by Monios. To his right to Damon Revac. Mustangs the basketball down 6. On the inside, Vecchiola repositions. Couldn't get it to go. Revac kept it alive. Kick out. Pacron in the corner. Missed 3. Gets it back. Comes back inside. And Pacron gets it to go for his first 2 points of the game. Jude Pacron has Laurel Highlands back to within 4. At 36-32 as Monio spins off of Martin, kept alive to Butina, swung far side to serve. Baseline now to Tash, driving in on Reback, gets the 2 to go. Andy Tash, his first 2 points of the game. He's now the 7th Wildcat to score, and Greater Latrobe's lead back up to 6 at 38-32. Now away from the ball, a little contact. Foul on Ian DeSerb. That'll be his 3rd.
Foul number 5, Ian DeSerb.
And Robert Young will check back in for DeSerb.
It's getting really chippy out there,
yes,
to say the least. Both teams are fighting and scratching. Mustangs are trying to hang in there.
They're kind of platooning DeSerb and Young due to the foul situation tonight. Now Young with 2 back in the game. Revac there with the basketball for the Mustangs. Over to Jude Pacron, whose floater is no good. Vecchiola one-handed offensive rebound, got fouled going back up. That should be the 3rd on Robert Young. No, they're going to call a little bailout, it looks like here, Steve.
Wildcat foul number 34, Mikey.
They called on Monios.
Yeah, Monios, they're both there. Could have been either one.
At the line.
Second for Mikey. And Vecchiola will have 2 free throw attempts. 1 of 2 so far in this game. Make it 1 of 3 as he misses the first of 2. Latrobe lead stays at 6, 3:34 left here in the third quarter. Again, the Mustangs in desperate need of a win. 2 games out of the final playoff spot in the conference. Vecchiola drains the second of 2 free throws. Latrobe lead down to 5 at 38-33. Monios here on the near side, up top to Scarton, far side, Butina back to Monios, a little pivot to Scarton again, looking for his 4th made 3 of the night. Not that time, goes out of bounds off of Latrobe and out, and over to Laurel Highlands.
Well, the scary thing, if you're Latrobe, you're letting the Mustangs hang around. I mean, they're only down 5, and it looks, you know, they they just can't seem to put the knockout punch. The Mustangs just keep clawing back.
Caden Smith in the corner there to Revac. Resets on the wing. Revac now looking on the inside, took a bump. That might be the third on Matios. Now they call that on Scart. His second.
That's who it was on. Yeah, he bumped him.
Into the game for the Cats, number 1, Alex Hammond.
They've done a nice job spreading around the fouls as well. That was team foul number 4 on Greater Latrobe here in the third quarter. Wildcats still lead it by 5 at 38-33. 3:09 left here in the third as the inbounds pass goes to Packroan. Little shovel back to Martin, up top to Caden Smith. Watched there by Butina. Smith taking a long too far wing, no good. And Luke Martin, another offensive rebound for the Mustangs. He'll take a step back 3. It's off the mark, and Tash with that rebound for Greater Latrobe. Pressed there by Packroan, goes cross court far side and across to Butina. Back to Tash again between the circles. Into Butina, jumper just inside the free throw line, good for Sawyer Butina. He has 8, and the Wildcats lead extended back to 7 at 40-33 with 2:37 left here in the third. Caden Smith back on the other side for the Mustangs from the foul line out to Revac. Step back in the corner for 3, came up short. And Vecchiola battling, getting an offensive rebound there for Laurel Highlands. Back to Martin. Martin, a little turn, pivot, shoot, and a make for Luke Martin. He's been hot, Steve. 7 here in the third, 13 for the game. Mustangs back to within 5.
Martin's basically keeping him in the game with his offensive spurt here in the third.
Aim it up top over to Bettina, far wing, watched by Packroan. Back to his right to Owen Teslovich, who just checked in. Touch from Young. Back out for 3. Amon drains it. Alex Amon, his first points of the night, come from outside the three-point arc, extending the Greater Latrobe lead back to 8 at 43-35 with 1:44 left here in the third. Caden Smith now looking to answer back. He'll fire from the outside and hit it. Another big shot for Caden Smith and the Mustangs. Smith with 11. Laurel Highlands back to within 5 at 43-38. Bettina on the inside just went down, and they're going to call it travel.
Yeah.
Wasn't a lot of contact there,
Steve. Started with a poor pass over to the sideline in front of the Latrobe bench. The player saved it, threw it into Bettina, and he just caught it in the lane. He was going to try to bounce pass it down to Young, but he just could not get a handle on it. He ended up tripping.
Caden Smith right of the lane, pulling back to Packroan. Penn Trafford all over Uniontown right now on our Mauser's Tire scoreboard, up 43-27. Mustangs have been out of control, trying to regain. Smith, little ball fake on the 3, now take the long 2. It's off the mark. Damon Revac, offensive rebound there, right place, right time for his first 2 points of the game, pulling the Mustangs back to within 3, Steve. One possession game again at 43-40.
Scrappy. That's all you can say, just not pretty, but just scrappy basketball for the Mustangs.
Packroan, a little deflection, Amon on the save. Left of the lane, Tash, jumper no good. That should be off of Amon, and now they're going to rule it out the Mustangs and out.
Wow. I mean, the Mustang player had the ball, and then the ball comes flying towards the wall, and there's just no way the Mustang guy would have tipped it that hard. And I got to question, that's one of the few that the officials have done a pretty good job tonight, but I got to question that one.
Amon to trigger it in on the wing there to Dom Scarton. And Scarton's made 3 threes tonight to serve now on at 35 seconds left here in the third. Wildcats the basketball of 43-40 over Laurel Highlands. To serve a little juggle regain, turn and shoot out in front, no good. Rebound tipped around somehow. To serve found it back. And they're going to get a Mustang foul here as players just falling over one another. Who's the call going to be on there in traffic?
Vecchiola.
It is.
Laurel Highlands foul number 20.
Just his second, though, Steve. No, check that, his third.
Yeah, that's his third.
Third there on Vecchiola. They're going to leave Burton on the bench and bring in Jackson Nairn to replace Sevi. And Nairn has given the Mustangs good minutes off the bench as well this season. Aiming to work it in. Into the corner, it's Scarton wide open. He drains another 3. You cannot leave him open. And he hits his 4th 3 of the night. And the lead goes back up to 46-40.
Timeout, Latrobe.
It's be a full timeout. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. 46-40 Wildcats. We're back at 60 on the CR Auto Group High School Sports Night.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors Rob Tupta, Kurt Matthews, and Ron Landman are proud sponsors of the Laurel Highlands High School basketball team. The North Union Rec Center wishes the Mustangs and the Lady Mustangs the best of luck this season. For information on North Union Township Rec Center volleyball, basketball, and soccer leagues, please phone 724-438-7350 or visit their website at NorthUnionRecCenter.com.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Back here at Greater Latrobe High School, 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. And boy, Steve, is the return of Dom Scarton been big for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats tonight. 12 points, 4 made threes off the Latrobe bench. The Wildcats back up 6 over Laurel Highlands at 46-40. Mustangs triggering in. 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. Damon Revac here on the near side, bounces it forward to Luke Martin. Martin pulls up left of the lane, jumper good again. Luke Martin, he has 9 here in the third, 15 for the game. Mustangs back to within 4. Manios has it with 4. They're going to reset here to disturb from the elbow. Jumper on the way, off the back iron, no good, and that'll do it for 3 quarters of basketball. Greater Latrobe 46, Laurel Highlands 42. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the Sea Harbor Auto Group High School Sports Night.
I'm Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. Did you know our office handles claims for people hurt at work? If you are injured at your job, you have certain rights under the Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Act that your employer may not advise you of or simply disregard. Those would include rights to wage loss and medical benefits due to your injury. We help injured workers to make sure they receive the benefits they're entitled to by law. Call us at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorney.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Brian Rozak, Steve Suprick back here at Greater Latrobe High School. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Greater Latrobe Wildcats, a 46-42 lead for Greater Latrobe over Laurel Highlands. We get ready to start the fourth quarter, Steve.
Yeah, good news, the Mustangs outscored them 19-16 that quarter. So they're kind of inching back in it, only down 4. And you got to give the Mustangs a lot of credit. It's a hostile crowd here, good team, and they're hanging in there.
Wildcats working left to right as we describe it. Sawyer Butina here on the near wing, trying to dump down to serve, got deflected out of play.
Unlucky there. Tried the backdoor alley-oop to Tash, I believe it was, and it went off his hand, and it was going out of bounds, and Sevi Vecchiola didn't see it, and the ball hit him in the back and on the way out of bounds.
Bettina into Robert Young, a little juggle. Caden Smith pressuring.
Going to be a foul on Smith for reaching in there on, should be just his first. And Brad Smith has used 3 timeouts, I believe, Brian. It's unofficial, but
Brad Wetzel.
Wetzel, I'm sorry.
They only have 2 remaining. We'll see if that plays a factor later on. Missed 3 there from Tash. And out of bounds off of Greater Latrobe, the Laurel Highlands basketball. And Luke Martin will trigger it back in. The Mustangs, you're right, Steve. They've been clawing back all night. Down 4 here, working right to left as we describe it. And Caden Smith will bring it across. They'll switch back here with Martin up top to Jude Packrone. Packrone on the pivot over to Caden Smith. Mustangs have contested shots all night. Hand off there to Vecchiola underneath, just fumbled it going up. And they're going to call it jump ball. Good hustle from Vecchiola, getting back on it there with Scarton.
It's a good look, good feed there by Smith, and Vecchiola just could not get the ball to the basket. It got tangled up, and Mustangs lucky on the possession arrow to get the ball back.
Smith to Martin. The 3 is going to be an air ball, but Vecchiola was knocked down. We'll have a foul here on Greater Latrobe.
That's on Tash. That'll be his 3rd, I believe.
It is.
Number 15, Andy Tash.
The Mustangs will trigger it back in.
Coach Wetzel did not like that call, but I don't know how he could argue that one. That was...
the guy clearly got knocked down.
Yeah. It's a pancake block in football.
Caden Smith up top for three. No good. He got knocked down there from Young, and Young's going to pick up the loose ball going the other way. Young, the big guy, running the floor. Hands off to DeSerb, and his shot attempt no good. He's going to get fouled. Might go there on Caden.
Yeah, Caden did a good job of getting back and
call it pack round.
They call it pack round? Yes.
Yeah, the second.
10 June pack round. Ian DeSerb shooting 2.
Penn Trafford up 51-37 over Uniontown. Our Mausers Tires scoreboard. 35 seconds left there in the third. DeSerb first of 2 free throws here for Greater Latrobe. Good. Ian DeSerb now with 8 points tonight.
First points of the quarter, a minute in. So all of a sudden the defenses are tightening up a little bit.
Second of 2 for Ian DeSerb. On the way in, good again. So the Wildcats
putting some heavy pressure, and Coach Smith will call timeout. I saw his guys in trouble.
With 6:55 left here in the fourth, Wildcats 48, Mustangs 42. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're back at 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Back here at Greater Latrobe High School, Laurel Highlands did outscore Greater Latrobe 19-16 in that third quarter. The Mustangs now trail by 6 after a couple of free throws from Ian DeSerb to start this quarter.
Well, they are putting some heavy pressure on the Mustangs just to get the ball across half court. That time they able to handle it, but it's been wearing on them a little bit.
Here's Caden up top, looking for a seam, bounces it over to Vecchiola from the foul line, back between the circles to Luke Martin. 6:33 left here in regulation. Laurel Highlands the basketball down 6. Packron got mugged there by Amond, his second.
They are not letting up on the pressure defensively.
No. Everything is contested here tonight. And Luke Martin will bounce it back in here, edge of the zone to Caden Smith. Watch there by Butina. Try to hand off to Packron. Ball is deflected out of play. They're going to rule this off a Greater Latrobe and out, so the Mustangs will keep possession here in the Wildcat zone, down 6.
The Serb clearly stole the ball, but he dribbled it. He bounced it on the sideline.
Smith has it now. A little head fake, works off to his left, picked up there by Tash.
Well,
Caden now hands off to Luke Martin.
They brought in Teslovich to guard Martin.
Caden Smith, deep three, was halfway down, couldn't get it to drop, and DeSerb just ripped off Vecchiola. Caden Smith going for the steal. Will pick up the foul there. Contact with Butina at midcourt. Uniontown also trying to fight their way back. They're only down 9 now, 53-42. 7:18 left in the fourth as the Red Raiders battle at Penn Trafford tonight. And our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Mausers Tire Center. Andy Tash working this one in for the Wildcats. Into Butina, back to Tash up top. Ball fake, swings it down to Young, and he'll float it up, but missed it. Got his own rebound back, and another miss on the putback. But Young looking for a third attempt here. Pulled back to Butina. Contact away from the ball. And we're going to get a foul called here in the Mustangs. Sevi Vecchiola. That'll be his 4th.
Well, Young's having trouble with the ball in his hands. It's like stabbing it like a fork trying to knock a French fry off the plate. He just can't get his hands on it.
Butina here to trigger it in for Greater Latrobe. Into Tash out of the corner. Wildcats, the basketball still up 6. Tash now pinned up, gets help on the kick out to Butina, who fires the 3 short. Going for the rebound. Butina, nice little tip off to Young. Young with the 8-footer near baseline, no good. Latrobe another offensive rebound. They're beating the Mustangs on the glass tonight. Tash, third attempt on the possession, no good. Off the Wildcats going out for the Laurel Highlands basketball.
That time Reback had a shot at it, but the ball bounced an extra time off the rim. Just took an odd bounce it took an extra bounce, and he was jumping up, anticipating it to come off the rim, and it bounced up again, so it threw his timing off, and that's why that ball went over Revak's head. Tough break there, but they get the ball back on the out of bounds.
Luke Martin sent it over to Caden Smith, now across to Packrone, down low, Revak open, ball fake, kick out, Martin for three, no good, offensive rebound, Burton repositions on a putback, a miss there, and it's going to be Tash out of the pack with it, over to Amon. Ball might have been kicked there by Caden Smith. No initial whistle off the kick, but it goes out of bounds off the Mustangs.
That's a tough one there. Burton, he's he's playing hard, and I know, but he had nobody around him that time, and he just missed a little two-footer from the side of the basket.
Well, Dom Scarton's back in the game. The Mustangs need to put a guy on him.
And they got Packrone on him.
Yep, he's made 4 threes tonight. Young has it right now. Over to Bettina, a little juggle regained from Tash, back to Bettina, elbow down to Young, his second dunk of the night. Robert Young, another throwdown. He is 9, and the Wildcats lead by 8 over the Mustangs here in the fourth quarter with 4:50 left in regulation. Burton from the foul line, little ball fake out to Martin. Martin near elbow jumper, good. Luke Martin, 17 for Martin. Mustangs back to within 6.
First points of the quarter for the Mustangs, 4:36 left.
They needed that to stop the run. And Young again, this time will just put it off the glass and in. Robert Young, just a little touch there from Young. 52-44 Wildcats, 4:22 left here in the fourth.
They've been doing a pretty good job of keeping the ball away from him until those last 2 possessions.
Caden Smith, jumper left of the lane, no good. Revak keeps it alive, pulls back to Luke Martin, directs traffic up top. Over to Tyrone Burton, right of the lane. Burton, a little fadeaway out in front. Came up short there off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down there by Dom Scarton. Wildcats with the momentum midway through this fourth quarter of the basketball and an 8-point lead. Bettina here on the near wing. Watched there by Caden Smith. Swung up top to the serve. Sent far side Tash. Down low Bettina in the corner. There you go, Steve. Wide open Scarton with that 3-ball and air ball. Going right to Tyrone Burton.
You might need a timeout if you're Coach Smith here. And I don't think I'd have another possession in the rest of this game without Martin touching the ball.
He has it right now. Working here left of the lane. Spinning back to Burton. Jumper elbow good. Tyrone Burton, he's in double figures with 10. Mustangs back to within 6, 2-possession game at 52-46, 3:20 left here in the fourth. Scarton up top. Latrobe might want some long possessions right now. To Young in the corner, watched there by Burton. And we'll get a timeout taken here by the Wildcats, full timeout. They only have 1 left, 3:11 to play, 52-46 Wildcats are back at 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Back here at Greater Latrobe High School, the Wildcats, a 6-point lead over Laurel Highlands at 52-46. Brad Wetzel now has used 4 of his 5 timeouts. I guess he figures, Steve, no reason to take any home with him tonight.
No, he's a veteran coach. He's, and every timeout he's taken, he's gotten the, there's one
except for that
didn't work, yeah.
That's a throwaway right off the inbounds pass. Miscommunication there. Bettina looking cross court far side, no one home. You put the eyes there on the Wildcats, Steve. And the Mustangs will trigger it in here on the near side. Clock didn't even restart since the ball wasn't touched in play.
Well, Mustangs have to be careful here. They're going to back off a little bit here.
Caden Smith to bring it across. Caden now working quickly right to the lane, pulls back. He'll come baseline, got pinned up. Burton keeps it alive deep. Burton now resets on the wing there to Packrone. He won't shoot. Sent over to Luke Martin. He's fronted by Tash. And now a foul here away from the ball. They got that on Teslovich.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Greater Latrobe foul, number 4, Owen Teslovich.
And that is team foul number 3 against the Wildcats here in the fourth quarter, so the Mustangs won't shoot. And now the Wildcats shuffle the deck. Scarton out.
Into the game for the Cats, number 2.
I'd still make sure Martin touches the ball here. Oh, I don't like that play.
Miscommunication there. It was Smith on the inside. I think maybe looking for Packrone.
Yeah, backdoor cut, but that was even if he catches that ball, he's underneath the basket on the baseline with no angle.
A tough turnover there for Laurel Highlands. Now the defense needs to step up again. Young on the baseline battling Burton. Pulled back up to Tash. Little ball fake right of the lane. Floater short. The serve touched it last going out of the Laurel Highlands basketball. And the Mustangs get a little reprieve there after their turnover on the last possession.
Surprised the Wildcats are still going offensively pretty hard. They're not milking the clock, which is probably smart because you just take the air out of it too early. Sometimes teams lose all the momentum. And they definitely have not done that, have they?
No, both of these teams have been on the wrong end of a lot of close games this year. Caden Smith with it right now, pulling back to Martin. Martin far elbow, out to Smith. He'll take a long too-far baseline and drain it. Caden Smith, 13 points in this game. Mustangs back to within 4 at 52-48. 2:08 to play. And a little contact here on the far side. And we'll get a foul here on Caden Smith.
Coach didn't like that foul by Smith. He's just out there in the middle of the court. No reason for that one, and he's going to put Patina at the line.
Yeah, bonus time, 15 foul against the Mustangs here in the fourth quarter. Sawyer Butina, 1 for 2 so far in this game from the free throw line. Has scored 8 points, first of 2 here on the way, and no good, spins out. Tough luck shot there for Butina. Penn Trafford now up 15 over Uniontown, 61-46, 2:33 to play, and our Mausers tire out of town scoreboard. Second of 2 free throws good for Butina, so he has 9. It's a 53-48 lead for the Wildcats, who force a turnover to Sir, picking the pocket of Vecchiola, missed on the shot attempt, ball out of bounds and over to Laurel Highlands.
Coach Wetzel doesn't like that call. And the Mustangs, they throw it into Vecchiola, and they got to get the ball to Smith. And just get the ball up the court. You just can't have turnovers at this stage of the game.
Under 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs need to come alive here, down 5, and Smith got bumped.
Well, they're going to call a foul on Butina.
Wildcat foul, number 12.
It's his fourth team foul. So the Mustangs will shoot after the next Greater Latrobe foul.
Coach Wetzel not happy there. He was hoping for a backcourt violation, but he got bumped. And he threw the ball away before.
Vecchiola sets the screen. Caden Smith came open for a moment. Hands back off to Luke Martin. 1:40 to play. Mustangs the basketball down 5. Martin on the inside. Wow. Scoop shot, score it. It's a one-possession game. Martin has 19, 53-50 Latrobe. Smith almost had the steal there at midcourt.
Right in front of me there, Brian. Almost could have grabbed that ball.
Into the game for the Cats.
And now Scarton will trigger it in. Packrone watching the trigger man. 90 seconds left. Scarton in far side. Butina down to Young. Wide open. His third dunk of the night. Robert Young, 6 here in the fourth, 13 for the game. Wildcats go back up 5 at 55-50. Boy, Young has had some nice throwdowns for the Wildcats this evening. Martin back on the other side. Fade all the way near baseline. No good. Young in traffic. Another rebound. Mustangs in trouble now. Down 5. Latrobe with the basketball as we approach the 1 minute mark of this fourth quarter. Little double team here on Tash. Mustangs will commit the foul and send Greater Latrobe back to the free throw line.
Well, you got a foul now. You're down 5. They can, only a minute left.
Laurel Highlands foul, number 10, Jude Packrone.
And you look at Tash's free throw numbers tonight. Steve missed his only 2 free throw attempts. He struggled a bit at the foul line against Uniontown on Tuesday as well. First of two here, good.
He tried to put the eyes on him and it didn't work.
3 for Tash now, and the lead back up to 6. Still a 2-possession game, 1:01 to play. Tash, second of 2 free throws. Good. That was a big free throw to increase the lead to 7.
And they're still pressuring the full court press.
Goes into Vecchiola. Vecchiola down the far side across to Packrone. Has a seam, drives in on Young and gets a quick 2. Second field goal for Packrone. He has 4. Mustangs down 5. You need a foul here. Caden Smith fronting Butina. Sent forward, no one home. Let it go, let it go. It'll be Laurel Highlands basketball.
Timeout, Mustang.
And he'll take a timeout, full timeout, 44 seconds left. Mustangs have the basketball back down 5. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season. The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. We welcome in some of the folks that might have watched the Uniontown Red Raiders fall to Penn Trafford tonight, 66-48. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super, Matt Sapienza behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys Law Studios. Steve, it's been tight here all night long. Laurel Highlands has been close, just have not been able to get over the hump with all the basketball here coming out of a timeout with 44 seconds left.
Well, I'm surprised they're making him take it out here. So I guess it's where the ball went out of bounds, but it was thrown from back on the other side of the court.
Luke Martin will work it in. Little home run ball down to Vecchiola, trying to keep it in play. And they're going to rule it off of Laurel Highlands. And now there's a dangerous pass. And Vecchiola's down and slow and getting up. I think he's going to be all right.
Ill-advised pass.
Yes.
And again, the pressure from Latrobe, they just been relentless with it. They just won't stop, and it's just, wearing down the Mustangs. There's
now Vecchiola, that's a frustration foul there on DeSerb.
Well, they have to foul.
They have to foul, correct, but you can just tell Vecchiola adding a little bit to it there, and he'll foul out now after scoring 4 points with 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. You look at DeSerb's free throw numbers tonight. Steve, he's 4 of 4. Revac in for Vecchiola. DeSerb, first of 2 free throws, good. Still a 2-possession game at 58-52.
10 for DeSerb now.
Yep. Big free throw here. This will make it a 3-possession game. DeSerb, second of 2. Trying to stay perfect at the free throw line, and he'll make this one. 11 for Ian DeSerb. He's 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Caden Smith bump forward to Revac and across. Revac in the corner to Martin. Steps to his left, fires a 3. It's short. Goes right to Burton. Missed on the putback. Looking for a third attempt on the possession. Will kick it out to Martin again. Another missed 3. Mustangs getting some second looks, but Robert Young pulls down this rebound. Throws it right to Caden Smith. He'll fire up a 3. No good. Burton the rebound there. Got blocked by Young. Laurel Highlands had 5 shots. Came up empty on that possession. Now 16 seconds left. Mustangs still down 7.
And a couple of them were 4-footers. Just couldn't get them down. It's just tough. They're hustling.
Yeah, they are. Playing hard, but they're going to have a up road battle here over the final 4 conference games. After the loss tonight, they'll still be 2 games back of the final playoff spot in the conference. They'll have a lot of work to do. First of 2 free throws, no good there from Andy Tash. And with Penn Trafford's win over Uniontown, the Warriors move to 4th in the conference. Uniontown will have the 5th and final playoff spot. Tash misses both free throws. They get a little putback there from Ian DeSerb. DeSerb 6 here in the fourth, 13 for the game. 8 seconds left. Mustangs down 9 in the corner. Packrone for 3, drains it.
Timeout.
Will John Smith take a timeout? He's not going to take it. He said that's it. So Packroan giving him a late 3. The Laurel Highlands will still lose by 6 at 61-55. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. It comes your way next year on WMBS Latrobe Live High School Sports Network and YouTube Live.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Sova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin, and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Brian Morozak and Steve Suberk back here at Greater Latrobe High School, and our post-game show brought to you by Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. Another well-played game tonight, Steve. It just seemed like the Greater Latrobe Wildcats got more of these shots to drop against the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And you have our final stats brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
Yes, Brian, for the Mustangs, Caden Smith with 13 points, Packroan with 7, Damon Reback with 2, Vecchiola with 4, Burton with 10, and Luke Martin led the way with 19 points for the Mustangs. They scored 10 in the first, 13 in the second, 23 at the half, 19 in the third, 13 though just in the fourth for 55 for the ball game. For the Latrobe Wildcats, Amon with 3 points, Young with 13, Teslovich with 5, DeSerb with 13, Bettina with 9, Tash with 4, Movina with 2, and Scarton off the bench with 12. They scored 12 in the first, 18 in the second for 30 at the half, 16 in the third, and 15 in the fourth for a 61-55 hard-earned victory. And actually, Brian, it was like you said, it was a heck of a game. Mustangs played hard, but the Wildcats just played better. I mean, the defensive pressure really put the Mustangs on their heels. They had to work so hard to get the ball across half court. They were exhausted, and a couple big dunks from Young, and the Mustangs hung in there as much as they could. Martin was terrific. Smith was terrific. They really played well, just not well enough.
Yeah, Mustangs again back in action Tuesday, Franklin Regional. We'll also have Uniontown and McKeesport for our coverage starts with the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6:15. TJ DeStefano, Tony Hanola standing by with a recap on the Uniontown game tonight at Penn Trafford. Again, your final score here tonight: the Greater Latrobe Wildcats 61, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 55. For Steve Super, Matt Sapienza, Nick Barczyk, this is Brian Morozek saying have yourselves a pleasant good evening. And the Wildcats win at 61-55 over the Mustangs. So long, everybody.